Hello, this is Angela here from Soul Tarot. Welcome to your weekly energy reading for the 6th to the 12th of July 2020. Thank you so much for all the people who are new to watching my YouTube videos, and also thank you for reading the post and selecting the cards on Soul Tarot with Angela on Facebook. So that's where you can actually join in and select the cards for the week ahead, as well as get information on what is the energy that we're working with for the week ahead, as well as some astrology updates that are relevant to what we're going through right now as a collective. So this week I'm using the Energy Oracle deck by Sandra Anne Taylor, and I thought that was pretty apt given we're just going through a lunar eclipse today, which is quite powerful. That means it's a full moon, and we're really starting to shift some things out, bringing in new energy. So it's a very powerful full moon eclipse, but it's also a very positive one. Now, if you want to get more information about that eclipse, I actually posted something about that in last week's YouTube video, so feel free to have a look at that. So feel free to also thumbs up, share, comment, subscribe to YouTube, and thank you again so much for participating. So before I get into this reading, I do look at what the energy is saying for the week ahead, as well as that astrology I was talking about. And what I'm feeling this week for everyone is we are still in a position, a situation where, and this may be kind of quite obvious to what's going on around us externally, but I also feel within us we're sort of at a tipping point in terms of surrender to the fact that there is so much new energy coming in. You know, there's like a complete breakdown of how we've lived our life in the past, and I feel there's like I talked about last week with this lunar eclipse that's happening, like a portal opening up, and you walking through it. And it's just making that decision and having that push and having that drive in order to do that. Because I see, and one of the cards actually says that this week, you know, this journey ahead for a lot of you. But some people are still kind of just stuck in that, in the old world and the new world. Because, you know, this is, you know, we are going through a completely different world now. And, you know, where it's more based on love of what we do rather than obligation. So tune into what area of your life that you really feel that there are those opportunities for new beginnings, and embracing them and seeing them for what they are. Now, we do have, as I said, this particular lunar eclipse happening today is very positive, especially in business ventures and ideas and you know, getting momentum. But we still have a lot of planets in retrograde until September, and that means that things are still up for review. Things aren't maybe going to move as quickly as you want. Now, Mars moved into Aries about a week ago, which means that our energy is starting to pick up. We've got more vitality. We're feeling like we want to get some more things done, but we also need to temper that because of all these other planets that are in retrograde. And we still have Mercury retrograde hanging around us for another 6 days, 7 days. So it's really important to embrace the fact that even with these new beginnings, they might not go as, you know, at 60 miles an hour or 80 kilometers an hour, whatever your speed is, because we still have these retrogrades. So there's still lessons, there's insights that we need to get, and, you know, it's going to take time. Now, for someone like me, if people are always going to tell me, oh, you just have to be patient, that's probably been the main thing people have always said to me in my life. You've just got to be more patient, because once I make up my mind, I just think, okay, well, I want to manifest it now because I've finally made up my mind. But it doesn't work that way. So you have to ground the energy. You have to go through the stages of planning and developing it and getting the right people involved. So for any of those projects or activities that you're starting to see them kind of get clearer in your mind, it will still take time before that momentum starts building. Because, you know, there are a lot of new opportunities and new beginnings, which is the the advantage of all of everything that we're going through right now, because things are going to change the way we, how much time we spend at home, how much time we spend at home working. We can spend more time in relationships. That means better opportunities to create better communication. So there's all these new opportunities for having relationships and how we do our work. So that's a little bit of channeled information that I got through there. So what I'm going to do is go straight to the cards now and talk about the first one here. This is the card of appreciation. So this is asking to change a bit of perspective. There's actually something behind that bush that she's, you can see the bush, one of the bushes, the one on her left, if you're looking at the card, looks like there's no flowers. So it feels like on the one hand, you feel like something's not flowering, but on the other side there is this flowering. So it's almost like you can't really see what's coming up. There's even though things might have seemed rocky in your environment, it just says there's more to come, and you might not be able to see it or appreciate it yet. So what it's saying, when you can shift your thoughts to appreciation of everything you have, even if what you want or what you would like to see happen hasn't come yet, just stay in that energy of gratitude and value and abundance. Look at that bush on her right, and the fact that she's holding a flower, and also appreciate yourself a little bit more at the moment, the efforts you're making, because I feel like you've been working hard, and even if you've been working hard and you've had that feeling of that the efforts aren't coming to anything, they will come, and you will be appreciated for the efforts that you're making. So give yourself a pat on the back, and appreciate yourself a little bit more for what you've done. All right, so indecisions. I just had to stifle a sneeze then. I can't believe I managed to do that in the middle of a video, but I did. Someone must be thinking of me, that's what they say. So indecision. This is a card, I love the little Red Riding Hood here in the woods. She's thinking, which path am I going to take? And this is exactly where you are right now if you've selected this card. So there could be the presence of two more choices in your life at this time. So it's the anxiety of which is a better choice for me. So there could be confusion, there could be indecisions, your emotions could be a bit up and down. At a deeper level, you really want to have change, but you're not sure how to make that ultimate step in case you make the wrong one. And we all go through that. And it really it's almost like, and often, if I get into that point, I just have to make a decision. Whatever decision that is, it's the right one at the time. So it's almost like trust comes into this as well. So, it can be quite draining staying in that energy. You might not be able to have that absolute certainty before moving forward, because it's almost like, you've got to be a little bit like a fool in the tarot. You've got to make a decision and make the best one that you could with the information that you have. Let go of that monkey mind, meditate, and tap into your intuition to make sure that you are making it for your best intentions. So not to worry too much. If it helps you, write it down. What are the pros and cons? It's to follow your heart though. Let go of those old ways of doing things, because I feel like you've come to this juncture and, okay, well, should I go that way because that's the way I've always done it, or should I go this new way? So it is time for your spirit to get a bit of growth, and there's a new way of being, which is what I tuned into before with this portal that's opened up with the eclipse today. So this third card here is all about a journey coming here. So this could be unexpected or expected travel around the corner. It can be it could be a deserved weekend away with friends or loved ones. It could be a short retreat with a bestie, new class, activity. It can also sometimes be in a new job and a promotion, or a transfer within a company, a move of house to a new area. There could be any kind of expansion ahead. This is what journey's all about, change. something new, but it will go quite smoothly. It's important to remember that, you know, that life is a journey with things that can go kind of unexpectedly well. And this is going with the flow of life, because this new adventure is going to present you with a lot of new opportunities, or a new opportunity, I should say. So, you know, in a lot of ways, all of these cards suggest that, you know, with gratitude, with tuning in to making a decision, is going to lead to a new journey ahead for you. So be mindful of your motivations, and also the logistics when you're planning for the journey, because remember, we're still in Mercury retrograde, and when you're traveling, there can be delays. Not always, but there can be delays. So thank you for tuning in this week. I hope that's helped you for the week ahead. Please be reminded, this is a general reading. If you need more clarity, please get in touch with me to book a reading. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend ahead. Bye for now.